Okay, so common issue for the Ender 2 and the Ender 3 is the way that the Z motor mounts to the riser bar and then connects up to the brass nut. Very important that this is parallel to each other when it connects into your the brass nut on your X gantry, that everything runs smooth and that should run freely like this, right? So on some of the forums, they've talked about how they print out this little 1mm shim that just helps keep it at the right distance. But what I've also found is you don't necessarily have to do that. That's always something you can do. But what you need to do is just loosen the 4 screws on this block right here. There's 2 on top, which fasten this mounting block to the motor. And then there's 2 screws right here. And be careful when you loosen these, don't take them all the way off, because there's a T-nut down here in the slots that are going to turn to lock this in. So if you loosen all 4 of these screws and get this, you'll pull it out a little bit, kind of get this adjusted so that it is screwed into the block. And there's a little bit of a play in this, but when you loosen this up, you're going to notice that this right here is going to start to turn freely. So keep it in that location and find that sweet spot, and then tighten everything back down. And also don't forget to tighten up the grub nuts that are on your coupler here too. If you have a coupler that's like this, or if you have one that's like this, there's little grub screws in here that take a small hex wrench and will tighten it up. So if you just loosen those 4 screws and get this aligned so that this is spinning freely, tighten them back down, you should be in business.